How's it going, guys? It's Chap91 here with another My League rebuild, and today we're going to be doing the Charlotte Hornets. Yeah, the Hornets have a really weird team. I mean, they got Kemba Walker, sure. They've got, I think they have Zeller, is their other sort of decent-ish player. But we're going to jump in because I honestly do not know who they have entirely. I think they got Batum is on their team, who has like a $20 million contract, if I'm remembering correctly. And that's just way too much for what he's worth. Like, he's 79 overall, I'm pretty sure. And sure, that's okay. But it's really, I mean, for what this team is, it's not what we need. So let's just check out the player contracts. Yeah, Nick Batum, 20 mil bucks this year, and then it's going up. Michael Gilchrist, he is making way too much as well. Plumlee, terrible contract. Marvin Williams, not a great contract either. Jeremy Lamb, to be honest, not a great contract. I mean, this whole team, Cody Zeller's contract is really nice, and he's probably safe. Cody Zeller and I guess Kemba Walker's contract is amazing. He's probably safe as well. I can't, unless I find something amazing, I can't see myself moving them. So first off, let's get some better staff in. So let's grab Hamilton in. Definitely getting rid of this guy. Let's grab this one in. Head coach Steve Clifford. You know what? You can stay in. You're not too bad. Offense and defense only A and B, so that's not horrible. But assistant, sorry Bob, but you got to get off this team. And I guess we'll bring in Elijah Nelson. Head scout. Yeah, let's get a better scout here. Even though we probably won't have a pick. And trainer, yeah, we'll get a better trainer in, at least temporarily. We'll probably try grab a better one. Grab Clark here for 4 years. Come on, mate. Come to my team for 4 years. I'll give you... Wow, you don't want to take... Okay, that's fine. You can have that. So, let's check out free agents. Okay, we don't have enough money, or, I mean, we don't have enough roster spots. We're negative 8 million in the cap anyway. So, let's try to get rid of some of these younger, lower overall players. I can't get in. I just want to see if I can get any picks or lower contracts. So these guys, I can get lower contracts, which is nice. And then we're probably just going to drop them. Wood, do you want to give me a pick? Does anyone want to give me a pick for Wood? He wants to give me a pick, but I'm giving up mine. I may as well just do that. Alright, so we've got a few players here that are making not a whole lot of money. The lower end of the scale. Oh, even this guy as well. I don't want to give up a pick. Come on. 5 looks alright. And I guess we'll take 7. Either of them's actually fine, to be honest. I just need the lower contract. Is that it? Those are all the guys. I mean, Plumlee, we've got to figure out something with you. Ryan Roberts as well actually is not great. Red and Bass. That's not horrible, actually. It's a 1-year deal. I'm assuming I don't have a team option. No team option on it, but not horrible. No. DeAndre Liggins. I might actually take Liggins, because I think if we move him to a small forward, he will go up a bit. So let's take Liggins onto his team. I think his contract was the same. I didn't actually look at that. Liggins, and let's move Liggins to small forward. He goes to a 74, so that's not horrible. Let's actually just move people around. So Kemba can play the shooting guard position or the small forward if we need him to, but he is 6'1", so that's a very short small forward. Shooting guard, that's not horrible, but we'll leave him at point guard for now. Ramon Sessions, we can move you to shooting guard. Fred, you can stay because you're going to be leaving this team in a second. Jeremy Lamb can also play small forward position. So can Marco Bellinelli. Batum plays a small forward. MAG plays small forward. Liggins small forward. You don't matter because you're going to get dropped. Marvin Williams can also play the small forward. Cody Zeller can play power forward. Kaminsky can play center and power forward. Miles, power forward, and this guy doesn't matter because he's going to get dropped. Alright, so we've sort of maximized their position. So let's now drop a couple of guys. I think I can only drop 2. Yep. Alright, so let's check out the free agents. Can we pick up Solinger? No, he wants 9 mil. Terrence Jones, no. So we'll pick up E onto the team with a flat 4-year contract. Could I grab grab Andre Miller. Jarrett Jack is pretty okay. I mean, he's 32, but I'll take him onto this team because I believe when we move Jarrett Jack to a small forward, he can play the small forward or the shooting guard positions. That's pretty nice. And who was the other guy we picked up again? Oh, Yee. That's right. Yeah, he'll stay at power forward. Let's actually not drop those other guys actually for now. We're actually going to run a couple of trades. So, Nick Batum and a first, and maybe who's a young guy that's okay. Maybe with Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb, Nick Batum, and a first rounder. What can we get? Chris Middleton and Greg Monroe, not horrible. Chris Middleton's a pretty good player. George Hill, but he's on a final year. Rudy Gay, no. Julius Randle's alright. He can play small forward position if we need him to. Hal, Evan Turner. Okay, nothing too amazing. Let's just throw Nick Batum up with the first rounder then instead. I feel like we should be able to get something decent for him. He's 27. Our first rounder, probably worth a little bit. Dario. That's a pretty nice trade. Number 1 is my favourite right now. Because he can play small forward position for us, and TJ's a nice backup. Chris Middleton, again, is a really good player. Jay Crowder's contract is really nice for what he is. Dwight Howard is a good stepping stone towards getting like someone like Hassan Whiteside onto his team. Ronnie Hood's alright. Julius Randle, Alfred Payton, Jeremy Lin's a nice contract. So is Alfred Payton actually. 48, not so much. Yeah, I'll take the Dario Saric one, to be honest. Let's try it without the first rounder first off. What if I throw in a couple of seconds? Take that. No, you want a first round and the Dre, no. Let's throw in another second. Want the first rounder. That's 2019 pick. I mean, to be honest, what if I just did that? Okay, wait. Let me go back. What if I gave you... Should I just give him the 2017? That's fine. Alright, so we're just going to take that trade straight up. That's fine. We get that done. So, let's move Saric to small forward as he goes to an 80 overall. And TJ can play the shooting guard position. He can play point guard as well, of course. So that's one big contract off our hands. Which one's the next? Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and Marvin Williams together with the first rounder. What could we get for these two? Anything amazing? Probably not. That's not bad. I mean, Kyle Korver 1-year deal, but taking Tristan Thompson from the Cavs is a nice idea in my mind. JJ Barea is pretty good. Pat Bev and Ryan Anderson, I like that, to be honest. Yusuf's good as well, but only 2 years. It's sort of like this deal, guys. All because we're taking power away from the Cavs. The alternative here is the Pat Bev trade, because I do like getting Pat Bev. He's a nice backup point guard. Ryan Anderson would be a good one to trade, but to be honest, I'm going to do this. Let's see if we can do it without the first. And I'll give you a few seconds, maybe like 3 seconds instead. And they want DeAndre Liggins, and they'll give me J.R. Smith. That's not bad, because then I can use J.R. Smith to now catapult up to another trade. So, I like that. We get Tristan Thompson onto the team. We might trade him away, to be honest, because he's not really safe on my team. Because he's an okay player, but really we could get better. So, J.R. Smith, and I guess we'll throw Miles up with the first rounder. See what we could get. No, nothing really there. Trevor Ariza and Ryan Anderson's not horrible. I would do it if we didn't have to give up that first. Yusuf's good. I like Yusuf, to be honest. Can I do it without the first, though? I want a first. I'm not interested in Jake Layman for Tim Quarterman. It's really just giving up a first for it. What if I threw in a second rounder and not Kemba? They wouldn't do that. Too much money. Right. What about if I gave you Ramon Sessions and you gave me someone dodgy, like much. Alright, too much money. He's making Vonley. Nope. Not enough. This is Zealy. No. He's too good. What about Elfric Aminu? Wow, he's worth 2 trade value? That seems crazy to me. Right, then I guess we'll just take it. I guess we'll give you the first round of whatever. So we get Yusuf onto the team. That's a nice center for us. And obviously we've got a few guys here at the center / power forward positions. So let's keep making some more moves. Who else could we get rid of? Who else has a giant contract? Alan Crabb, you have a gigantic contract. What about you in a first rounder? Let's see what we could get. No, not Channing Frye. Definitely not Chandler Parsons with these $22 million. And Anderson. Okay, nothing too great there, even though, what if we throw up 2 first rounders instead? Even less stuff. So, what about him with someone who's young, like Lamb? What if we threw Lamb up with Alan Crabb? Because they both have 2-star trade value. We get Greg Munro, he's on his final year, he'll probably decline. Amir Johnson, no. Tony Allen's alright. Dwight's alright. I'm doing 6 unless I find something better right now. Ooh, that's not bad. Yeah, we're doing trade 6. Alright, so we're getting Dwight Howard and Chris Humphries here. Chris Humphries I have no use for, but Dwight Howard, and let's throw up 2 first rounders. What sort of trades could we get offered? Al Horford, no. Hassan Whiteside, that's the trade that I was looking for. Ronnie Hood is good, but I think I have to do the Hassan Whiteside. So let's get rid of all these players. Okay, they're not getting enough. What if I gave you a second? Jarrett Jack for Wayne Ellington. Yeah. Sure. Alright, so we get Hassan Whiteside onto this team. That is obviously a huge boost for this team. So that's a very nice contract to get on. What if we threw Tristan Thompson up with 2 first rounders now? What sort of trades could we get for him? Jeremy Lin, not bad. Steven Adams and Ennis Cantor. I mean, we're doubling up on players there. So could we get rid of these 2? What do they want? They want Yi for Jeremiah Grant and a first rounder. Yeah, I'll do that. So we get a couple of more centers / power forwards on this team. Very heavy at the center power forward position. So I'm going to make some more moves, guys. Figure out something. If I find anything like sort of like a blockbuster trade, I'll come back to you. Otherwise, I'll see you guys moving to the next season. Alright guys, so we just made a pretty big trade. We've just picked up Paul Millsap, a whole bunch of like dodgy ass players as well with the trade, but we've traded up Ennis Cantor because we have so many power forward centers. Wayne Ellington, Ramon Sessions, Mario Chalmers, who we picked up from free agency, and TJ McConnell, who is a decent piece. But yeah, we picked up Millsap, and the reason we picked him up is he does have a 1-year contract, that's fine, but he can play the small forward position for us, if I actually set it. And he goes to an 87, so like that's a really nice piece to get onto the team. I do want to try trade him, and I'm going to try trade him with maybe someone like Embry, who has only 1 star. Okay, I don't want to do that. I'll just trade him straight up. Let's see who we get offered for him, because he does have a 20 mil contract, so we should be able to bring some decent players in. Robert Covington's alright, and we would bring back Nick Batum. Chris Middleton's a good one. He has a really decent contract, 3 years, $15 million his first year, and then goes downwards. So I sort of might do that. Don't like that. Ooh, Kevin Love. He has a nice contract, 3 years. I'll come back to that. Boston, no, not Ennis. Chris Bosh is not bad, but we'd have to give up Luka Mute. Lewis Randall. And Andre Drummond? I don't know. Andre's good, but I don't need another power forward center. It's really between Chris Middleton, but I'd be picking up. I'm gonna do it. I'm taking Kevin Love off their team, and I do it without Kaminsky. Like, what would they want? Okay, they don't want to do that. what if I gave you... No, not Bembry, because you don't value him, and not Ryan Kelly, and not Wesley Johnson. Not Mike Dunleavy, okay. Not Jose Calderon, God. And then you want Frank. Crap. What about if I gave you back Kyle Korver, and you gave me... Liggins. Kaminsky for Darren. I mean, if I'm going to do that, I may as well just take the original trade. Kaminsky is a really nice player, and I don't really want to let him go, because Darren Williams is on a 1-year contract too. On the same side, Paul Millsap is on a 1-year contract, and I'm giving him a small forward, so I'll take that. So we get Kevin Love onto this team. Bit of a weird change-up. I want to try throw up Kevin Love though, and see what sort of offers I get for Kevin Love. So I could get Chris Middleton, I could get Paul Millsap back, Dennis Schroeder, it's not bad, Bosch, George Hill, Lewis Randall, not a whole lot. I could get Andre Drummond, I could have got Andre Drummond before. Yeah, not a whole lot to be honest. I wouldn't mind just seeing, could I get anyone from the Warriors? Obviously not those two, maybe, no. Okay, I could get Draymond, but I'd have to give up Darius Saric and Kemba Walker, and I'm not willing to do that, because he's not that great. What about JaVale McGee? Could I get anyone, could I trade anyone for JaVale? Give him Kyle Korver, give him Darren Williams. That's not horrible. I mean, it is stacking up the center position, but Darren Williams is on a 1-year contract, so is JaVale. Sean Livingston's on a 1, and so is Wesley. And really, they're getting a bit worse overall. Backup point guard wise, they don't have one at the moment. I'm going to do that because I want to take away their center. I also want to go after Zaza Pachulia. I want to see if I can get their other center. Let's check it out. So, Warriors, Zaza. Who do you want for Zaza? Jose Calderon? Mike Dunleavy. I'll give you Jose Calderon, that's fine. Give me Michael McAdoo, I think it is. And do you have any other centers on your team now? Let's just double check. You have Damian Jones, who's a 68 overall, that you have no one you want to trade with me for. Okay, that's fine. You can have the 68 overall center onto your team. And can I pull back? Can I get Darren Williams back off you? I don't want to give you Lukumba Mute. I don't want to give you Darius Saric. Don't want to give you him. I don't really want to give him any of those players. Could I do Sean Livingston for him? Way too much money. Who was making little money but would? No one. No one that I'm willing to give up at least. James Michael McAdoo? Nope. And Ryan Kelly? Not for Steph Curry. That's fine. We'll just leave it. Alright, so we've made a few extra trades. I mean, I could try trade Hassan or Kevin Love here, because really right now we've got a center, power forward, point guard, sort of a small forward. We're missing a shooting guard. That is definitely a piece that we're weak at. We have a lot of a lot of these lower end contracts that are pretty high. So I might just try trade a few guys away here at the lower end and see if I can get someone better. Like picking this Robin Lopez trade, because we get a bigger contract, and which allows us to get. We can trade Robin Lopez now with someone like Zaza. 2 bigger contracts that hopefully we can stack those up together and get a better player as well, although it's not looking like it. So what if I just throw Robin Lopez out straight away and get Tony Allen? It's not bad. He's a 1-year contract. We take any... We could take J.R. Smith or Mahimi. I mean, Tony Allen's a nice one if you just wish he wasn't on a 1-year contract. You get Wesley Matthews, and he's on a higher contract again, and then try the same thing. It's a bit of a risk, but you know, I'm willing to try, because we still have players on our squad. It's not like we're absolutely killing our team. Other than our chemistry on this team, chemistry-wise, we are just horrible right now. So let's try out Wesley Matthews. what could we get for Matthews? Mia Johnson's not horrible. Chandler Parsons, no. Enes Kanter, I would almost do, even though we're going around in a circle to get him back. Lopez, Ryan Anderson, Taj Gibson, and Andre Roberson, but we're giving up to Bale. Alright, let's take Enes Kanter onto the team. We've gone full circle, we're bringing back Enes Kanter. So let's now try trade Enes Kanter away again. God, we're going around in circles. I could bring Nicholas Batum back. Oh my god, that would be amazing. William Hernan-Gomez is really good. That's a really nice contract too. Obviously we're bringing in Joakim Noah's contract, but right now 6 is looking the best. Jeremy Lin? Oh, I don't know if I want Jeremy Lin or... I think I'll take Jeremy Lin because, to be honest, we have the big men already. We don't need that. So let's bring in Jeremy Lin. Without the second. Bale, no. Let's just give him the second rounder. Alright, so we get Jeremy Lin onto the team. He's a pretty good player. He'll be a nice backup piece to Kemba, but let's actually just throw him up and see what we can get for him. Because there's no point in keeping him if I can get something better. I mean, I might throw him up with someone else. Let's just see, maybe with... Zipser got any value? Probably not. No value. Steven Adams. I'd throw him up with Steven Adams. Has a fair old whack of value. Anyone can get Enes Kanter back? No, nothing really there. So I'm going to continue making some more moves, guys. I'll come back to you if I have any more blockbusters. Otherwise, I'll see you when we're starting the season. Alright guys, so I've been working through trades. I think we're right to go. The only one that I keep looking at is this Andrew Wiggins one. We could trade away Kevin Love, Willie Hernan-Gomez, pick up Andrew Wiggins onto his team. He has another year on his contract, so it's not like we're picking him up on his final year. The only thing is, at center, we could move Steven Adams and he would be like an 81 overall as our starter power forward. We could move Yusuf to a center, and that would allow us to have I think he's a 78 overall as a backup. We've got our 77 overall or 78 as a backup as well for power forward. And then that would allow us to have a better small forward starting and trade away one of these two guys for, I guess, a reserve small forward. I've been trying to figure out in my head whether I want to do it or not, and I think I will. I want to see, because it was offering me different trades before, so you can pick up Bobby Portis, and that's probably the trade they'll do rather than getting this guy. So let's do it. We take on Andrew Wiggins onto his team. Fairly decent trade for us, and that's why I wanted to show it, because it sort of mixes up the team fair chunk. So Yusuf, go back to there, I guess. So we have a reserve power forward, which is good, and the only piece we're missing then is reserve center. So we now have obviously 4 small forwards. So we need to trade away either Lukumba Mute, who's on his final year, always declines that player option, or Andre Roberson. And I'd probably prefer to try re-sign Roberson because sometimes he'll extend. So if we could trade away Lukumba Mute, I think that's probably going to be a better option for us. So we want to grab a center or a power forward, and we could try getting something like this where we're getting more cap onto the team and then potentially go after a bigger player, and that's not a bad option, to be honest. Unless there's something amazing that's here, I think that's what we're going to do, and it's not really looking like there is. So we're going to grab a Mia Johnson. Do I want to grab a Mia Johnson? Kelly Olynyk? I think we will, yeah, we'll grab those two. The other option is Tyreek Evans and Garrett Temple, or else just grab Tyson Chandler. But I think we'll, let's grab these guys. So we're going to trade away Bobby Portis as well, who we just grabbed. And we're going to now, let's just see if we can move their positions. Kelly Olynyk goes up at a power forward, and Johnson, where are you? There you are. You go to a 76. Alright, you can stay at power forward. Alright, so we're going to now try flip those guys around, see if we can get something for them. So, Mia Johnson, Kelly Olynyk, let's throw them both up together. We could get Robert Covington, who's on got an extra year to be a small forward, and Thiago Splitter, not interested in Splitter. Tony Allen's a good one, but he's a small forward for us that he'll be coming in as. Cole Korver and Robin Lopez. I mean, it's a bigger contract again to try and trade away. Probably 7 right now is the one that we're going to go with, unless we actually find something that we want. Marcin Gortat is a pretty good one, but he's 32, and I find that he's dropping down a lot. So we're going to take this one, and we're now going to try flip their positions. So obviously, Korver, we already flipped his position earlier. Lopez, we'll put him to a power forward, he goes up. So let's throw Robin Lopez and Kyle Korver up together, and we get jump up at all. Really, Corey Stein's a good one, to be honest. I like that. 6 is probably my favorite right now. Unless we can get, again, another jump up in cap. I mean, Rajon Rondo, again, would be jumping up, but not interested in that. Chandler Parsons. JaMychal Green. I'll bring 22 million onto our team. Which then we could potentially get some big name, but we'd have to probably give someone up with him. But we're going to do it. We're going to try it. I've never actually tried this before. So we bring on a 73 overall Chandler Parsons onto the team. We throw him up. We can get Ryan Anderson, Hudson Chandler. Those are the only 2. So what if I throw him up with someone like Skal Labissiere, who has a little bit of trade value? Get Greg Monroe. Obviously, we'll be losing Skal Labissiere. For a reason, Ryan Anderson's not bad. To be honest, I'd probably just do the Ryan Anderson one straight up. What if I added in Yusuf with the trade? Anything amazing? Not really. What about Steven Adams? Actually, I'll try Andre Roberson as well because he's on his final year. I'd rather give him up rather than someone who's actually, going to be doing stuff. Roberson, no, nothing really there. So let's bring in Ryan Anderson. Obviously, a bit of a lower contract, so we won't get as much. Let's try throw Ryan Anderson up now. Actually, let's just try switch his position if he goes up at all. I don't think he does. Oh, he does. Small forward, he goes up. Alright, perfect. So, Ryan Anderson, let's throw you up onto the block, see what we can get. See if we can get anything amazing for you. Probably not. No. Right. Can't. What if I throw you up with Andre Roberson? Anything better? We can get Enes Kanter again. Will Barton, kind of cool. No, nothing really there. I want to try get someone like Howard, who I think is on the Heat right now. I have to give up Dario Saric. I don't want to give up Saric though. So the contracts match to do that straight up. So what if I gave you a couple of good bench players then along and you give me some trash players? Would this work for you? Udon's making too much. So is Josh McRoberts. You probably value Josh Richardson, yeah. Reed, you don't. Alright, perfect. Andre Roberson, I guess, will give up as well, and that would allow us to get... No? Just too much. No. Value him. Alright, Jack. No, you value him. They value too many players here. Work, is it? That's annoying. Because he's always... I find that Dwight Howard, for whatever reason, is a really good stepping stone towards getting better players. It's really weird. I would love to do this, but I just don't want to give up Dario Saric. That's the issue. So could I give up someone else instead? Like... maybe JJ? Who's old on my team? JJ's the oldest. Did I give up JJ Barea instead? No? Maybe not. what if I do this instead? So, I'm going to give up our bench at our reserves level. Alright, perfect. So we get Dwight Howard in. Now, Dwight Howard is usually the stepping stone, as I was saying. So let's see what we can get for Dwight Howard. Hopefully something decent. Hopefully we just haven't given up a whole bunch to get something crap. And it's not looking good. Oh god. Okay, yeah, we didn't get anything great there. I'm gonna run through, maybe try a few different trades out. I mean, obviously, someone like Avery Bradley is pretty good. But I was expecting a little bit better. We could throw him up with someone like maybe Skal Labissiere. See if anything better comes up, but not really looking like it. Not Dario Saric, maybe like Yusuf Nurkic. Again, not really anything that great coming up. So I'm going to run through some potential trades and I'll come back to you guys if I find a blockbuster, or else we would go into the next season. Alright guys, so it went through a bit easier than I thought it was going to, but we picked up DeAndre Jordan off the Clippers. Let's just bring it up here. We gave away Dwight Howard II and Mo Williams for DeAndre Jordan and trash player of Allen Anderson. So we now have DeAndre Jordan on our team, and I am going to throw him up because I still would like to see what else we can get for that sort of player. But it's not really looking, it is looking like the same sort of trades. We'll get Andre Drummond, but we have to give up Jeremy Lin in that trade. I'm not really interested in doing that. Clint Capella's not bad, but he could have done that before. And there's not really much else. So I think we're going to keep DeAndre Jordan now. It's probably going to be the best for our team. So that means we could put Steven Adams back to the center, Yusuf back to power forward. Let's just check that out. And then we need to get the reserve center because JJ Hickson and Jamarcus Green aren't really that great. Really need to get rid of Haslam off our team. So let's see what we need. So point guard wise, we have our starter, we have our backup. Shooting guard wise, we have an okay starter, we don't have a backup or a reserve. Small forward, we are overpowered at. Michael's on his last year, so is Roberson. Power forward, we are we got too many players. Center, we just need that backup. So let's throw like Hickson and Udonis Haslam up. Get Kyler Quinn, who would be okay. What about just JJ Hickson? Zubac's probably a good one to grab, unless something else better comes up. I mean, we can get that Kyler Quinn trade. But I think we'll run with Zubac. So he'll be the reserve center on the team, so that'll be fine. Now the center position and power forward positions are set. Small forward we're sort of set, but we need to trade someone away. It's really the shooting guard and point guard positions that we just need to work out a little bit better. So let's try throw like Haslam up, and even if we just take a low contract, I guess that's not too bad. Unless we can package him with someone like maybe Andre Roberson, because their contracts together are six-ish mil. We can pick up like Channing Frye, who's making $7 million, and then try flip him around for someone else. Unless something amazing comes up, I think that's sort of the approach that I'll go with. And nothing really came up. So we'll take Channing Frye onto the team. Let's just try move his position, because I feel like he goes up. So Channing Frye, he doesn't. Okay. So he's a 75 overall. Let's throw him into into the trade finder. Marvin Williams, again, his contract's even bigger. And we get DeAndre Liggins as well. That's pretty good. I'll take 2 unless something amazing comes up. Kyler Quinn, Zaza, but we already took him away. Not really anything else. So we'll take Marvin Williams and DeAndre Liggins. Liggins is a nice contract for 3 years. And obviously we need to get rid of Williams off our team because he's got $12 million, which is way too much money. Take Robin Lopez, Noah. I mean, we could try do this again, try go really high contracts and throw in someone sort of youngish to boost up the trade. And to be honest, I sort of like that approach. So, I'm not sure with Joakim Noah though, because he's pretty trash. Making 17 mil. Let's move into a power forward position. He goes up to a 77. Pretty good. I mean, it's not great, but it's better than a 75 overall. We'll throw in the second round pick as well. Actually, let's do it without the second round pick. So let's see what we could grab. Get Timothy Mozgov. Not really interested in that. Alice. A lot of money. Dexter. Yeah, nothing really there. So let's throw up that second rounder as well and just see if anything better comes up. But I'm assuming, given that it's just a second rounder, nothing really. Let's check out the younger guys. So maybe like Zubac we could include in the package, and maybe that will give us something a little bit better. It doesn't really look like it. What about Scalabisi? Yeah, he's got a little bit more trade value, I believe. Ryan Anderson. Yeah, not really giving us anything else, is it? Corey Joseph, making a chunk of money though. Yeah, I mean, Corey Joseph's not bad. Martian Gortat. Let's try it with Yusuf. Actually, let's try it with Steven Adams, because he has a bit more trade value as well. So we can get Robert Covington, Ryan Anderson, Derek Favors. Favors isn't too bad. Rudy Gay, but he's on his final year. Jordan Clarkson, that'd be a good backup point guard or shooting guard, but we're losing out on a major centerpiece here. CJ Miles, Nene. Yeah, see, the thing is that giving someone up like that really requires something good to come back. So, what if we throw up JaMychal Green because he's... Or actually, no, let's throw up... not Liggins. What am I looking for? Oh, we traded him away already. Let's throw up JaMychal Green then. So, good here. Really is there. Alright, I'm gonna come back to you guys. Unless we figure out something amazing, I'll be coming back to you with the next season, and I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, so I've struggled to find a trade for Noah, so we're going to leave it for now. We're going to actually go to the All-Star break. Let's just go through the lineup. So let's run a 20, let's go 30, and let's run through. So we've got Kemba Walker starting, Pat Bev, Andrew Wiggins, DeAndre Jordan, and Hassan Whiteside. And off the bench we're running with Steven Adams, Dario Saric, Yusuf Nurkic, Jeremy Lin, and not Skell. Spencer Dinwiddie, because we don't really have a great backup shooting guard. So let's go. We're gonna go to the All-Star break. I think we have an okay team. It's definitely not amazing, but we're gonna try build up some team chemistry and get some wins, and that's a great start. So I'll see you guys at the All-Star break. Alright guys, I know that we said we're gonna go to the end of the All-Star break, but our team chemistry is actually sitting at a pretty good spot, and I actually want to try trade away Joakim Noah. So, throwing Noah up by himself, there is Jordan Clarkson, and Jordan Clarkson is the one that I'm looking at right now because you can move him to shooting guard, I believe, and he'll go up. There's a couple of other trades, but nothing really that amazing. So it's just who I want to trade, and I would love to have traded Dinwiddie, but he's actually injured at the moment, so I would like to trade Marcelo if I can. We would pick up Meta World Peace as the backup. Unless there's something else, I will do that. And there's not. So we're going to trade Joakim Noah and Marcelo Huertas for Jordan Clarkson and Meta World Peace. So we do that here. And let's just jump in, and I want to quickly jump past the record so you guys don't get spoiled too much. But the point guard position now, we've got Jeremy Lin, who goes to an 80 if we move him to shooting guard. We can move Jordan Clarkson, who goes to a 79. So Clarkson's going to be our backup shooting guard. Allows us to get a little bit better at the shooting guard position. And I'm trying to avoid as much as possible, but as you can see, there's a few injuries. So we're going to keep on moving now. We get better. I mean, our point guard and shooting guard positions are a bit better now. Of course, we still have the potentials of injuries, and we need to get backups. But that at least gives us an immediate help. So I'll still keep on simulating, and I'll see you guys once we hit the break. Alright guys, so we're here at the All-Star break, and I don't know how, but we are 40-16, first in the conference. Yeah, absolutely crazy. So we're just going to remove these guys from the untouchables in case we need to trade anyone. But let's go check out the conference standings. So we are first, and then 4.5 games behind us are the Bucks. They got Daly, they got Brogdon, Giannis, Jabari, Greg, Chris Middleton off the bench. Wow, Brogdon starting over Middleton? That's interesting. And Cavs sitting right there with them as well. Of course, they have Millsap and LeBron, and they've put LeBron to the power forward position. Channing Frye is their starting center. That team is just all over the place right now. And then on the other side, with 3 games ahead of the Golden State Warriors, yeah, they got their big 4. They got Damian Jones as their center, which is just amazing. Spurs are equal with them as well, and of course they've got Tony Parker, Danny Green, Kawhi, LA, Powell, Dwayne Demons killing it for him. We've got good players, so let's check out the stats on the year. Kemba is leading our team with 21 points and 8 assists. Wiggins is out for 4 to 6, so he's got a decent injury. He should be back for the finals, I believe that is. 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Sam Whiteside, 14 and 10 rebounds, getting that double-double with 2 blocks. Jordan Clarkson, 11 points, 3 assists. The newly acquired Jordan Clarkson, that is. Steven Adams with 10 and 6 rebounds. DeAndre Jordan with the double-double of 10 and 11 rebounds. Pat Bev with 10 and 5 rebounds. Jeremy Lin with 9. Saric out for 1 to 2 weeks, so not too far off for him. And no other injuries. Perfect. So let's check out where we're at contract extension-wise. Metta World piece is ineligible. Obviously, we picked him up with Jordan Clarkson, so it's not really a huge piece. Player contracts, though, do we have anyone with a player option? We don't. So it is actually Metta World piece is the only person who will not be on contract next year. But I want to try and run a couple of trades. I want to see what we can get. So let's just throw up someone like DeAndre Jordan. Could we get anything amazing? I'm assuming no. I mean, really, he's a pretty good piece. It's going to be hard to top that. Same with Hassan Whiteside. We're going to throw him up, but again, I think it's going to be hard to top that sort of thing. Yeah, no, nothing's really looking good. I mean, Andre Drummond's alright, but I mean, age-wise, it's good. And they probably don't really progress that much differently. But I'm going to leave Hassan. I'm going to leave the chemistry as it is. Kemba Walker, I mean, he's the whole piece of this, the whole reason why we're doing this. Middleton and Brogdon, that's kind of cool. Oh, Millsap and Andre Roberson. Scala, Rudy Gobert. I saw this one at the start. Threw Kemba in, and we could have picked up Rudy Gobert. The whole purpose of this video is to get Kemba a ring. And I just couldn't trade him away for Rudy Gobert. I mean, Rudy Gobert, absolutely beast for the team, but just it's going to ruin it too much. So Jordan Clarkson and Jeremy Lin both have pretty sizable contracts. Wiggins injured, so let's just throw them up together. See what comes up for them, because we might be able to get someone amazing, but we can't. So let's just have a look at them one by one. So Lin is making 11 mil right now, and I don't think we would really find anyone that much better if we were going to find someone better at the point guard or shooting guard position that's on a long-term contract. Will Barton is, but I don't rate him that well. Tony Parker, but he's aging so much. Ricky Rubio's not bad. A little bit more money, a little bit younger. Nothing else really there. So let's just check out Clarkson as well. I'm assuming it's going to be similar sort of trades. Anything different? Trevor Ariza and Nene, but Nene's on a final year. Tristan Thompson, but I don't need another center or power forward. Yeah, nothing really that amazing. So position-wise, point guard we're missing a reserve. Shooting guard, we're missing a starter, I guess you could debate. I mean, we could put there. I mean, it's not really that much of a difference. So, yeah. Point guard, we're missing the reserve. Shooting guard, don't really have a starter, but we have two pretty decent shooting guards, and then we've got our reserve. Small forward, we've got injuries at the moment, but you know, we've got pieces there for when they are no longer injured. And then Liggins is the sixth man, or the reserve, I mean. Middle world piece needs to go. Power forward was set at starter, backup, and reserve. Center was set at all positions. It really is just the backup point guard. So let's try throw Meta World piece in, and no one wants anything for him. What are the free agents like? Point guard position, we could get someone like Douglas, Pierre Jackson. So let's drop Meta World piece from the team because he's too old and no one wants him. Could I get someone like this? No, he doesn't want one. These guys no longer really want to take a mid-level. Oh, I could sign someone to a 10-day. Didn't know you could do that. Wow. Alright, Jared Solinger. Yeah, he's not interested. Right, okay. Gotcha. I've never played with the 10-day thing before, to be honest. Can I trade someone when they're on a 10-day? Let's sign Donald Sloan to a 10-day contract. And can I throw him into the trade finder? Wait, who did I sign? Who did I sign? What? Oh, I guess I can't trade him. Yeah, I can't trade him. That makes sense. Let's release him. No, let's just release him. No. Can I extend his contract? Contract extensions? He's not there. Oh, okay, let's release him to free agency. Sorry, Donald Sloan. He's still there. I could sign him now, but I want Jackson because he's a little bit younger. Give you the minimum 4 years. Alright, perfect. He doesn't move up, so that's fine. He can stay there. So now we have backup. Now all our positions are set. The only one that's really weak for us right now is the starting shooting guard position. But I'm struggling to find anything better really for that. I mean, Jeremy Lin is the right piece to go with someone, but no one seems to want to give anything better for him. I mean, JJ's there. Ronnie Hood's good, but he would move to small forward really if I wanted to do that. It really is. There's no starting shooting guard. The one that I have in mind, and I mean Ricky Rubio is a chance, but the one that I have in my mind is to run with like Eric Bledsoe, but he's just a hard piece to obtain because the contract is really nice. Contract's really nice. Where is he? But they probably, they want Kemba because that's around the same contract size. I could throw up Eric Bledsoe and then try someone like Jeremy Lin. They actually have a similar overall rating. This might not be possible. You don't rate, do rate Spencer. What if I give you Spencer? Would you do that? No. Okay. Do you rate Liggins? You do. Alright. You give me Eric Jones Jr. You still don't want to do it. Can I give you anything else? Maybe Zubac? No, you don't want Zubac. And I don't really want to give up Scalabissiere because he's a 79 overall and I'm not going to get anything back for him. So I don't really want to do anything there. It's going to be too hard to get him. They did this trade. If I had like a second rounder maybe or a first rounder, I'd be able to get that through. But just because they don't want to do that, it's going to be too much of a cost for me to do. So I guess I'm going to have to leave that. The other ones, I mean, Dennis Schroeder would be alright. But again, he's a similar sort of value and the contracts don't really match. Like, we could grab someone like Ilyasova, but they rate him a little bit high. I mean, Ramon Sessions, but they rate him as well. It's just going to be hard to match these contracts up, is the issue. So, like, we'd take $4 million too much there. Delaney, they value, like, no one here, unless they don't value Wayne, but they do. So it's going to be I feel like it's going to be too difficult to find a shooting guard or small forward that's going to be decent. I mean, DJ, but you want Kemba, Dragic, but you're making a lot of money. Bledsoe, you want a lot of money. No way. Devin Booker, not going to happen. Schroeder, it's not going to happen other than for Walker. Chris Middleton. They will do Chris Middleton. Yeah. Okay, I swear that wasn't working before. The thing is, Chris Middleton can go to small forward as well. No, you can't play shooting guard. Can I throw Middleton up? I wasn't expecting that to happen, guys. What can I get for Middleton? Anything? Chris Bosh? Oh, I have to give up Jeremy Lin. I was gonna say, that's amazing. Mal Murray, but that's a big project. Drew Holiday's final year. Ricky Rubio. Andre Iguodala. Okay, well, that's thrown a spanner in the works. I wasn't expecting that. Middleton, to be honest, he'll be our starting shooting guard. Pat Bev will be the backup. I think that's what we'll run with for now then. No point in me trying to... I mean, I could try and move... I don't want to move Sorry. I wish I could trade. I'm actually going to try and make a trade. I'm going to try trade off Middleton for something else. So I'll either come back to you with a trade, or I'll come back to you at the end of the season. Alright guys, so it's definitely not a blockbuster trade. But we're going to trade away Chris Middleton here and Spencer Dinwiddie. And we're picking up Dennis Schroeder and Wesley Matthews. Wesley Matthews, horrible contract. But Dennis Schroeder, he's only making 2 mil this year. Next year he makes about 15 mil. Yeah, 15 and a half. He's an 82 overall as well, so same as Chris Middleton. What we can do is move into a shooting guard position. He goes up to an 83, so you know, a bit better. Alternatively, you can move Kemba to a shooting guard. He's 6'1" though. Well, so is Dennis Schroeder. But we're going to move Schroeder up. And what we're going to try to do is move Wesley Matthews now, because he has a $17 million contract. So ideally, I would love to get something good out of him, given that it's $17 million. Wow, the Kings have that much cap that they can take $17 million on for a minimum contract. That's crazy. Anyway, get Taj Gibson. I mean, there's a couple of nice trades in here, like nothing too amazing. Austin Rivers isn't too bad. He's 24 years old. We would be picking up Paul Pierce. Not really interested in that. Ryan Anderson, not a horrible trade as well. Like, he's $18 million. It's pretty nice. Sorry, pretty nice is that he's 78 overall. $18 million, not so nice. So it really comes down to what I want to try and achieve here. And I feel like I want to take almost this trade, and at the same time I want to take this, because in this one it sort of gives what we need, in that we need a reserve point guard or a reserve shooting guard, whereas the other one really is to try and push it even further. Like, we're taking on $18 million and we're giving up DeAndre Liggins, and obviously he's not that big of a piece and probably easier to get him back. So, Ryan Anderson, do we have trouble? I feel like we had trouble last time trying to trade Ryan Anderson is the only thing. He has 2.5 trade value apparently. Alright, let's do it. We're going to do that. So we get in Ryan Anderson. Let's try to trade him now. Because of course I don't actually want him on my team. I just want to see what I can get for him. Pick up Luke Mbaramute again, but he's on his final year contract. Final year, but he declines that. Jeremy Lamb, Rudy Gay, but he's on his final year. He declines his player option. Fournier, giving up Scalabissiere. Al Jefferson, Chandler Parsons giant contract. I'm not doing that again. It was a horrible mistake last time. Martian Gortat isn't too bad. Pretty old, but it is an okay contract and would play an okay piece on the team. Actually, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't play at all on our team. We don't need him. What about with like Pierre Jackson? Can we get anything decent? Willie Cauley-Stein is nice. And we'd pick up Langston Galloway. He's on his final year, probably. I'm not sure if he would accept that, to be honest. Evan Fournier would be nice. That would be a shooting guard, serviceable shooting guard onto our team. That's actually looking like a pretty good trade, to be honest. Let's just try throwing like with Willie Reed. Ray Chalmers, no. Will Barton isn't too bad. It's a nice shooting guard off our bench, and he's pretty young as well, isn't he? He's 26. Yeah, he's got a bit of age. Let's just throw in Zubac as well. We can pick up Robert Covington. That's pretty nice, but we don't need a small forward. Rajon Rondo, but he's on... Oh, we've got a team option on him, but not really worth that money. Lee, Noah, Evan Fournier, Will Barton. Yeah, I mean, let's throw in Pierre Jackson, and let's... Dwight Howard? Don't want to go down that route again. Did I have trouble? I feel like I had trouble trading Dwight Howard last time. But I am going to try run with it again. Alright, so we pick up Dwight Howard onto the team. I feel like he should have good value because he's an 82 overall. It's not like he's trash. He's decent. We can move him to a power forward as well and he'd be 83 overall. So like, he's a good overall wise. Let's throw him in there. Let's see what we can get. Malcolm Brogdon? That is the piece. If there's nothing better, that's definitely the one. Trade one is the one that I'm going to go with unless something amazing comes up. 28, no, not with this year. No 1 year contract. No, Tristan Thompson and Domantas Sabonis isn't bad. Big project with Sabonis though. Markieff Morrison, Gortat. No, I'm taking this. We're trading Dwight Howard and Willie Reed for Greg Monroe and Malcolm Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon is the main piece of that trade. He has an amazing contract for where he's at. If I just bring him up, Malcolm Brogdon, 3 year contract. He can play small forward if we need him to, but we're not going to in this case. I want to give him minutes though, because right now he would be our reserve, which is not what we need. But the other person we picked up is Greg Monroe, and he has a $17 million contract. He has a player option. He declines it, I'm pretty sure. And we still need that reserve point guard, which really $17 million. We should be able to get something better than really a reserve. That being said, nothing really is coming up. Evan Fournier we could pick up and then move one of the guys to point guard. Willie Hernan-Gomez we can grab back, and we would be picking up Pekovic's giant contract though. I sort of like Willie Hernan-Gomez because he's a 4 year contract. It's really good. I'm actually going to do this probably over Fournier, because I prefer to get Willie Hernan-Gomez onto the team, even though we don't really need a big man. Yeah, he's just too good to get 4 years on the team. Like, it's just crazy what he's worth. So what can I get for Pekovic? Get Langston Galloway, and he's on a final year though. So now we're not really getting anything great, and that makes sense. So what if we threw in Zubac? We get Tony Allen for 1 year. It is a rental, obviously. And that's the only trade we're getting shown. So let's throw that in. We're going to get Tony Allen. Can't move him to small forward, and he goes to like an 80 overall, maybe even 81. Yeah, to an 80 overall, but let's try throw Tony Allen, and who was the other person we grabbed just then? Brennan Wright. And let's see what we can get. We can get Andre Roberson, but he's on a final year. Haven't re-signed him, have they? No. Anyone else? Corey Joseph. Not horrible, but not really that great. No, I'm not really interested. So let's just see Tony Allen by himself then. If there's anything good that would come up. Because I don't really want him. I don't really want to keep him, but I can if I need to. Ish Smith isn't too bad. That's a okay reserve. I mean, these guys are making a fair chunk of money though for a reserve is the only thing. Corey Joseph or Smith. I will take Corey Joseph onto the team and let's try throw him up. Let's just throw him into Trade Finder. Anyone better? Austin Rivers. I mean, he's younger. So 4 I will take unless something better comes up. Hale on the 1-year deal. Nothing really else looking like it. Trevor Ariza's not bad, but not the position I need. Okay, so we'll take Austin Rivers in a second rounder. That sounds good to me. Again, he can play the position if we need to, but he's making $11 million, so I wouldn't mind seeing what else I can get for him. Covington, Roberson, Rick Evans, no thank you. Anyone else? No, not really. And can we throw anyone else with him? Brandon Wright. Brandon Wright and Austin Rivers, both 2 stars, so we could get something maybe decent. TJ McConnell is making a lot less money, and we're picking Wesley Matthews back up. Are you serious? I will actually take this. 5 is the deal unless something amazing comes up. Vale, Mia Johnson. Not really looking like anything else. No. So we're going to take TJ McConnell back onto this team. He's going to be playing point guard for us. Was he a shooting guard right now? No, he's a point guard right now. Alright, perfect. So we did pick up Wesley Matthews, and we're going around in circles and circles because we had Matthews at one point. Again, Kings willing to take $17 million on, just absolutely crazy. Same with Nets, they're willing to take $17 million. I don't know how teams do that. It's just crazy. Just kill their absolute future. Let's throw in the second rounder, see if we can get anything else. No, not really. What do we actually need? So point guard, we are now set. Shooting guard, we're set. Small forward, we're missing a reserve. Power forward, we're set. And center, we're set. So we're missing a small forward reserve. We get Kent, a lot of money though. JaVale, but on a 1-year contract. Jeff Green on a 1-year contract. Sean Kilpatrick might be able to move to a small forward. I don't actually know. So 6 isn't too bad. Damari Carroll isn't too bad, but really that great. We do get a first rounder though with it, so I might do that and then try throw those 2 pieces together. Alright, so let's see if we can get something for them. Right, so Damari Carroll and a first rounder. Let's see if anything good comes up. Probably not. No. Okay, let's get rid of that first rounder. We can get Daly onto the team. Well, dang, that doesn't sound good to me. Solomon Hill doesn't also sound good to me. Alex Abrinas, he's young, I don't really want him either. I'll take Daly onto this team because he can play shooting guard if we need him to. Not sure if he can play, he can't really play small forward, so we can move people around though to get that. So let's now move Daly as well. Dellavedova, see, only getting Corey Brewer. What if I throw in my first rounder? And right, Corey Brewer, and move on. Oh my god, we are going around in circles. I'm gonna have to try make some moves here off camera. I'll come back to you guys either starting next season or if we make some sort of amazing trade. Robert Covington, to be honest, isn't that bad. But I'll come back to you guys. Derek Favors. I'll come back to you guys though once we've figured out a trade and either into the next half of the season or it's some sort of amazing deal. Alright guys, so this is it. This is the last trade, I swear. We are going to trade DeAndre Jordan. He's going into contract year next year. DeAndre Drummond, however, is 5 years. We're also picking up Bennett Udra for Raul Neto, so, you know, we are losing out there a little bit. But Andre Drummond, you're going to play the power forward position. That's going to give us, good power forward center positions. And Benno, I mean, I wish I could have just kept, him, TJ McConnell, but, you know, we do what we can do. So let's check out the coaching plan before we keep going. Wow. So we got Kemba Walker, Malcolm Brogdon is starting. Okay, whatever. Dario Saric, Andre Drummond, Sam Whiteside. Then we got off the bench Dennis Schroeder, Steven Adams, Yusuf Nurkic, Jeremy Lin, Rodney Hood. Yeah, we picked up Rodney Hood as well. Then we got Pat Bev, Skal Labissiere, Willie Hernan Gomez, Beno Udrih, and Andre Wiggins. And did I say Andre Wiggins? I meant Andrew Wiggins. He's injured at the moment. So we do have the one guy who's ineligible, so we're going to just simulate to the end of the season. Man, I hate when I do that. And hopefully we continue going well. We need to rebuild all our chemistry way back up. Alright guys, so at the end of the season, Russell Westbrook is your MVP. 35 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 steals. Absolutely killed it. Joel Embiid, Rookie of the Year. 20 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, almost 3 blocks as well. Absolutely crazy. Tariq Evans, 6-man, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. That's pretty nice for a 6-man. Nerlens Noel, Defensive Player of the Year? Wow, 11 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. I don't know, that's okay. I feel like there's probably better defensive players. Nikola Jokic, Most Improved, 18 points, 12.5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.5 blocks. And our coach, Steve Clifford, goes Coach of the Year as we go 61-21. Yeah, we had a awesome second half to the season, guys. Absolutely killed it. So let's just see, did we get anyone on any of the teams? Not looking good. Oh, Andre Drummond did make the All-NBA third team. He's injured. Damn it. That is not good. All defensive first. No one there. We had Willie Hernan Gomez make the All-Rookie first team. That is awesome to see. He is up against, though, Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. He's still going pretty well there. And we also have Malcolm Brogdon make the All-Rookie second team. Yeah, it's going well. And Dario Saric. So we actually had 3 rookies make teams. That's pretty cool. So we go first in the conference, guys. We absolutely killed it. Let's see where we stood. We're 6 games ahead of the Cavs. They have Curry, LeBron, playing Frank the Tank there. Paul Millsap off the bench. Seems pretty nice, to be honest. On the other side, San Antonio Spurs, 4 games behind us. Tony Parker, Kawhi, LA, Powell, you know, the usual. Let's check out the player stats on the year. Kemba led the team with 20 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists. Andrew Wiggins backing him up with 18 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Dennis Schroeder, 15 points, 5 assists. Andre Drummond only out 1 to 2 weeks, so that's not too bad. 15 points, 14 rebounds, killed it there. Sam Whiteside with the double-double as well, 14 and 11 rebounds. Ronnie Hood with 11 and 3 rebounds. Malcolm Brogdon with 10 and 5 assists. Steven Adams with 10. Willie Hernan Gomez 9. Jeremy Lin 9. Pat Bev 9. And falls away. Yusuf out day-to-day at the moment. Nothing too crazy. So let's check out the coaching plan. We've got Jeremy Lin, Dennis Schroeder, Andrew Wiggins, Andre Drummond, and Hassan Whiteside. Can't believe they're playing Jeremy Lin over Kemba Walker. That's crazy. Anyway, off the bench, Kemba Walker, Steven Adams, Pat Bev, Dario Saric, Rodney Hood. We've got, that's not right. We need our forward in. Yusuf, I know you're injured, but you're going to play. Actually, we can play Skal Labissiere. He's not actually that much worse, so that's fine. And I actually want to play Brogdon over Pat Bev, to be honest. I prefer him, especially being so young. So, we're taking on the Bulls here in the first round. Let's check out who they have. Bulls. They have Jimmy, they got Dwayne, Rondo, Bogut, Livingston out, Mirotic out for the season. Okay, a couple of injuries. We shouldn't have any issues. They might take 1, but we should take this all on them as we win it in 5. Alright, so we're taking on the Celtics next. Any injuries for us? No, everyone is healthy. That is awesome. The Celtics-wise, they have Marcus Smart injured day-to-day. Luka Mute, Jake Crowder, Al Horford, Avery Bradley, Isaiah. I mean, they got the same sort of team. We shouldn't have any issues here. Maybe they take 2 on us, but no, we win it in 5. And we're taking on the Cavs. They did make it to the finals. Any injuries for us? No, no injuries. Perfect. Cavs, Shumpert is out for them. Not really that big of an out. But they got LeBron at a 98 overall. Kyrie 91, Millsap 88, then Kaminsky, Michael Kidd Gilchrist, Andre Roberson, a few players that we gave him. So let's take this game by game. They win the first, we win the second, we win the third, they win the fourth, we win the fifth, we get through to the finals. And Golden State Warriors lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves, who get through to the finals. Who do they have? I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, they actually have Kevin Love. They do. They got Cat. They got Kevin Love. Oh god, that's a nasty 1-2 there. Ricky Rubio, Greg Monroe, Zach LaVine, Shabazz, Koji Dang. I mean, they got a pretty nice team, to be honest. Did we have any injuries? I don't think we did. No. Alright, perfect. So, let's take this game by game. We win the first. We win the second. We win the third. We sweep them, yes! Kemba Walker gets his ring and finals MVP. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal. Can't believe we won that, guys. Let's check out the player stats for the finals there. Kemba led the team with the 17. Andrew Wiggins backing him up with 15 and 3 rebounds. Sam Whiteside with a double-double of 14 and 10 rebounds. Dennis Schroeder with 12 and 8 assists. Andre Drummond with 11 and 7 rebounds. Dario Saric with 11 and 5 rebounds. Adams with 8. Beverly with 8. Jeremy Lin got injured. Brogdon didn't end up playing. So we win it here in year number 1, guys, with the Hornets. We're going to be coming back with the second season, trying to go back-to-back. So if you enjoyed, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.